In the River City, Richmond, Virginia, it's USL League One Soccer. The Richmond Kickers, the Greenville Triumph. Richmond is 3-3-1. The Greenville Triumph 2-3-1. Glad you're along with me. I'm Gabriel Schray. Welcome inside of City Stadium. The fans standing by. The pitch is ready to go. Hope you're as excited as we are for what promises to be a great matchup in League One play. Take a look at the all-time regular season series between these two sides. Greenville Triumph is in command and in the driver's seat in this series, but you're about to find out how hot the Richmond Kickers are. And playing at home tonight, they've got a chance to take what has become a really respectful, fun rivalry and take a win their way in the all-time regular season series. We'll see if they can pull it off. Here's a look at the standings, and that's why this one is so important. It's a mid-table shuffle. With a win tonight, Richmond will be number 2 in the league. They can hold that spot through the weekend with a few results that go their way. Greenville can leapfrog up to the 5 spot, which would be a nice redemption after such a promising start to the season. It's kind of fallen off. Let's take a look at last time out for these two clubs. 4 goals scored for the Richmond Kickers. Red hot, and Darwin Espinal scored himself a brace. Bang! Off the post. He got started hot. Look at this move. Stoppy around the goalkeeper. Bang! Slices that into the twine. They'll look to him tonight to produce. 2 goals wasn't enough for the Richmond Kickers. They scored 4 last time out. Red hot. They'll look to keep it rolling tonight, and if they can be that hot at home, they're going to be unstoppable for this Greenville Triumph side. Take a look at the keeper. This guy will have his hands full, or maybe not, because so far this year, Greenville Triumph has struggled to produce. From Richmond United, the Richmond, Virginia native, James Snedden. Will he be able to keep the sheet clean? I'm thinking he's got a good chance to be our player to watch, and there's a reason we're highlighting him during pregame for the Kickers. Take a look at the stats. This is what I'm talking about. These two clubs lead the league in shots taken, 96 and 79 respectively. The scoring output, complete polar opposites. The Kickers obviously doing very well. 14 goals scored already this season. The Triumph, only 5. They like to control the pace of play. They like to move slow. They like to disrupt. Will it work tonight? We'll see. This is the guy who can give them another goal or two tonight and what they would need to win. A trio scored already by Leo Castro. He's been great. They'll lean on him. They'll look to see what Castro can do. It's his 3rd season with Greenville Triumph, and he would love to win the rivalry matchup against the Richmond Kickers. A USL League One matchup to remember. This one will be a barn burner. One of these teams propels themselves into the top of the table. We'll have it all when we return on ESPN.
At Johnston Orthodontics, we combine art and science to create your perfect smile. After a thorough exam with x-rays and digital models, we design custom aligners tailored just for you. With our on-site 3D resin printer, these designs come to life, ensuring a perfect fit every time. Ready to tame your smile? Call us today at Johnston Orthodontics.
We choose Impossible Pups because of their enrichment activities and the fun photos they send home every day.
We choose Impossible Pups because Kendall is excited when I drop her off and she's excited when I pick her up.
My favorite part about working at Impossible Pups is that the staff here feels like family.
It's seeing new dogs come in and build long-lasting confidence.
At Impossible Pups, your dog isn't just staying at a kennel, they're staying at their home away from home.
Welcome to Royal New Kent Golf Club. Designed by world-renowned architect Mike Strantz, Royal New Kent's a one-of-a-kind Irish-style golf course located 20 minutes east of Richmond, Virginia. Royal New Kent was featured in Golf Week's top 100 public courses in the country. Hidden behind grassy knolls and hand-stacked rock walls, each hole offers several playing options to fit a wide range of abilities. Visit royalnewkent.com or follow us on social media for more information on tee times and rates. Remember, come to Royal New Kent Golf Club to Golf Ireland in Virginia.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of the many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
in the River City, a USL League One matchup. They're onto the pitch and ready to go. The Richmond Kickers are 3-3-1. Greenville 2-3-1. Let's take a look at the lineups. First for the Kickers. Great look at the starting lineup, and up front, the three-time MVP. He'll be a problem tonight. Can they slow him down? It's a tall order to slow down this guy. He's been so good. Terzaghi, Snedden on the back for Richmond. And on the other side, let's take a look at the starting 11 for the Greenville Triumph. For a different story, Rankenberg will be shutting things down on the back end. Third season with the club. Been great in USL. We're also going to keep an eye on Ajakwa on the back. He's been great shutting things down. Players to watch. These guys are two of the best scorers in pro soccer in North America and globally. Darwin Espinal has been extremely productive this season. He's had a wonderful, storied career. Moved around the league quite a bit. We'll keep an eye on O'Dwyer in the center of the pitch tonight as well. He'll be feeding the ball around, trying to control the pace of things. And on the other side, we highlighted him during our pregame. Leonardo Castro, the center forward. 4 seasons in South Africa before coming to the stateside. This is his 3rd season with Greenville Triumph Soccer Club. Shanwar O'Dwyer, the center forward, will be the one who will try to feed things up the pitch tonight to the Red Kits, who are at home, trying to take a win in this big rivalry matchup in USL 1 play. Kickoff is just moments away. I'm Gabriel Schray. So glad you're along with us on ESPN. We'll play now between the Kickers and the Greenville Triumph. Right away, Richmond gets us started with a long floater over the top, headed away from the area, and it'll be controlled momentarily. GSC out into the center of the pitch, and it rolls off, so we'll quickly see it throw in. Second in the league in goals scored, Richmond Kickers have been extremely productive. Greenville Triumph has specialized in stymieing opponents, keeping them from being able to score all year. Only 7 allowed, but a goal difference of -2. They've only scored 5 goals this season. Controlled initially, momentarily, pinball down the touchline. Kickers send it back. Controlled by Greenville Triumph. They'll float this down into the attacking end of the pitch, but Richmond will return, gather, and send to their keeper. Momentary trouble. Floated long. Bright strike of the ball by James Snedden. Greenville Triumph will look to capitalize. Herrera delivered backwards, and a bit of a reset. From the backside of the midfield circle, Greenville Triumph. And this is what they specialize in, controlling the pace of play, stymieing opponents and slowing things down. In the second minute, a long feed down along the edge of the 18-yard box. Triumph looking to bend inside. Richmond Kickers back. Pass is knitted through space, deflected, and O'Dwyer floats this down for Richmond. Sent across the Kickers ahead of steam. Great turnout tonight in the River City for the home club. Darwin Espinal touches this off. Long strike down the side of the pitch to Schenfeld. He'll send it back up to Darwin Espinal. He scored a brace last time out. Backdoor feed. Richmond Kickers down into the wing. Looking for a bend down inside. He's got it near the 6-yard box. There's a feed deflected backwards by Greenville, and he has it taken away by the Triumph on the end line. Sent off over the touchline. It'll be a throw-in as we roll into the 3rd minute in this USL League One matchup between these two sides. Good stop by the Greenville Triumph on the back. They're able to slow down the Kickers, shut him down. No surprise to see this guy making an impact early. Long throw-in for Greenville. Helmeted near the center of the pitch and controlled initially. Seufert in midfield. Bends this down towards the end line. Kickers, top shelf, bang! Wrestle the twine and make it 1-0. The striker Joshua Kirkland, his 3rd goal of the season. What a start to this match for the Richmond Kickers. The graduate of the University of Mary Washington gets it to go. We'll roll it back. A great feed down inside. He had a little bit of space to work with. It was just enough, and the Richmond Kickers take the lead at home. Third goal of the season for the striker. Kirkland takes it up on the right corner of that 6-yard box and goes top shelf. No stopping him. What a delivery. Just in the 3rd minute, it's 1-0. Glad you're with us. Richmond wants to be heard inside of their home venue, City Stadium. We're hearing you, Richmond. They want to push themselves to number 2 in the table. Greenville Triumph now are going to be forced to respond, and their game plan all season long, Rick Wright really likes to emphasize defensive structure and counterattacking shape. Now they have to play from behind, and they've only scored 5 goals this season. That's a tall order. James Sneddon rolls across. Long bend of the ball, an aerial play over the top for the Kickers, who will just dump this back to Greenville. Let's take a look at a couple of keys to the match. Seeing red for the Richmond. They've got to be hot, they've got to be aggressive, and looks like they've gone ahead and been aggressive early, scoring in the 3rd minute. And Greenville has to trust the process. So typically for them, that means shutting down, staying with their shape, counterattacking, slowing things down. In this case, I would say they do need to continue to do that. Can they trust the process? Counterattack, score, equalize this? They might even be starting to consider, do we start talking about a result if we get near the halftime of this match, 3/4 of an hour in the books, and haven't scored yet? Greenville is going to need to find a way to be productive in the River City tonight. Way on the back and looking with it, Ajakwa, the midfielder. Walking it down the touchline, battled with Terzaghi. Bent away. Richmond in pursuit. Chandler O'Dwyer, the center forward, harassing the Greenville Triumph. Triumph, long strike of the ball down towards the end line, and the keeper slides onto this. Nice heady play by James Sneddon. Goalkeeper controls midway through our 6th, or it's 1-0. Richmond Kickers leading at home after a 3rd minute strike by Joshua Kirkland. Went top shelf, looking very good. This guy has seen nothing yet. Obviously came out and controlled the ball quickly on the back end. We'll see if he has to get involved throughout the course of this first half. Ball rattles around. There's our goal scorer, Kirkland. Joshua Kirkland, University of Mary Washington, came as a training player and signed on in the middle of last season. Kickers. Ball is rattling around on the edge of the 18-yard box and sent off as we've got a collision down there. Hopefully he's all right. Slow to rise for the Greenville Triumph, and our referee wants a word. Emiliano is a 3-time league MVP. There's another look. They came together, a little bit of contact there, but really looks like some salesmanship. And obviously pleading his case. Emiliano Terzaghi, leading Kickers returnees in 2025, 3-time USL League One Golden Boot winner. Argentine led the Kickers with 10 goals in 2023, became the first player in league history to score double-digit goals in 4 consecutive seasons. Back underway as the fans are feeling it in Richmond. Look at that. Great turnout, beautiful night for the beautiful game in the River City. 7th minute has developed into the 8th, where it's 1-0 Richmond. Sent off intentionally, well controlled by Darwin Espinal. Espinal played in Nisa for the Maryland Bobcats for several years. One of several former Nisa players on this roster. 8th minute, this rattles off. Take a look at coach. This is Darren Sawatsky, US-born, 6th season with Richmond. Came from the Seattle Sounders Academy, known for high-energy pressing and wide attacking systems. You've already seen that pay off in the 3rd minute of this match. Really enjoyed our call this week. He just has a great outlook on this roster and really believes in developing community-based players, and you can see it shine through out on the pitch. Quick call late in our 8th minute. Richmond kickers will deliver from just beyond midfield. Rolled back underway, Shenfield. He goes back for some help. Guillermo delivers to the far side. Kickers in trouble for a moment. Greenville Triumph up and playing with pressure. GTSC crashing in on Richmond. They're going to have to work this around. Red kits through center field, controlled across that stripe momentarily before it's stripped away. Great delivery by Herrera, trying to find help down the touchline. Greenville Triumph deep in the wing, bend over the top, and there's too much sauce on this as it'll sail. A little bit of a sigh of relief for James Snedden, who has yet to see a solid attacking chance. Take another look at how this develops, though. Marsh tried to bend that over the top, just being harassed all the way down to the corner and couldn't quite put it on. Siobhan Marsh played for the Cavalier FC in Jamaica, also in Finland and El Salvador. His last 3 seasons before coming to Greenville, he played for the Red Wolves in Chattanooga. This will be our first set-piece opportunity of the match. Herrera will deliver, the defensive midfielder. Greenville Triumph will look to capitalize. The box is loaded up. Herrera, the delivery. Long bend, backside, this one off the top of the twine. He was looking for a Jacqua, and that was a really clever play. You saw Ivan on the bottom of your screen, a Jacqua come rolling down into the 18 on the backside. Watch this again, real slow. There's a Jacqua, number 23. And trailing him, seeing the play, trying to stay with him is Franca, but he was off the mark. I think that could have been a score if the ball had been delivered well to a Jacqua. 1-0 Richmond in front. The set piece doesn't pay off early for Greenville as we're just getting started with our 11th from the River City. Glad you're along with us. A lot of fun so far. I'm Gabriel Schray. Quick call at midfield. USL 1 action, a lot on the table for these two, both figuratively and literally. A win puts Richmond at number 2 in the league for the moment. Obviously a lot of matches left to play in league action this weekend. Greenville Triumph would get their season back on track and push themselves to 5th in USL 1 with a win. GTSC backwards all the way near their own penalty arc and going to deliver to the keeper. It's a full reset for the Triumph. Greenville Triumph looking for space down the pitch to deliver. Espinal harasses Herrera. This one floated over the top long, and it'll be a reset. Guillermo, the center back, the first to it as Snedden falls onto the ball. James delivers a quick ball over to Maximiliano, the left back. Ball's off. Enter the Brinks Tires Tailgate Kids Sweepstakes for a chance to win a prize pack worth up to $3,000. Scan the QR code on your screen to enter today. Ball down to the end line and battled off intentionally. Greenville down there with Guillermo, able to force him to lose this. So Snedden will put us back underway as we've almost played a dozen in Virginia. Referee trying to increase the pace just a bit. Snedden a man to watch prior to the match. So far has seen little to no threat from the Greenville Triumph. Bent long by the kickers. Darwin Espinal there, but it's headed away initially. Well controlled and touched by Evan Lee. Espinal tries the bend. Placed across to Maximiliano, back to Darwin. Espinal inside, heeled to him. He scored a brace last time out. This time, it's deflected away and cleared to the edge of the wing. Richmond kickers still with it. A reset. Barnathan, the center back, across the pitch. Ball lost momentarily before being regathered on the touchline. It's sent to Simon Fitch, the right back. Midfield circle. Long bend forward. Kickers have it stripped away. Well played by GTSC as this is bent skying down the field. Richmond pinballs this around, knitting passes through traffic. Barnathan left off and hammered away from Castro. Castro, the leading scorer for Greenville Triumph, has yet to get any touches down in the final third of the pitch. That'll be an important piece tonight. Here's a look at Rick Wright. American coach's second year with the club, replaced John Harks. He's big on defensive structure, counterattacking shape, and he does not look concerned at all. He looks like he's having a great time. Nice weather for the beautiful game. We've almost played a quarter of an hour from Virginia. Kickers driving down into the wing, ball lost, stripped away. A little bit of pushing and shoving, and he's emphatic he doesn't deserve the call. It's Kirkland who comes together with Tyler Pollock, the left back. The veteran, 32 years old, takes a little shove right there, and the officials just don't like that. They're not going to have it. Kirkland, our goal scorer, scored in the 3rd minute, getting a little too aggressive with Pollock. Drafted in 2012 by New England in the MLS Super Draft. 22nd overall, Pollock, the veteran, draws the call on the young goal scorer. Floated away. This one hammered back into the air. Triumph have it for the moment, and it's blown dead and sent back with the kickers. Aerial duel resulted in the call. Ball is stepped and sent backwards to Sneddon. He'll flick it up to Guillermo. Delivered across. Richmond way on the back, trying to take their time as they get the ball working. Kickers with 1/4 of an hour gone lead 1-0 off of that Kirkland score in the 3rd minute. Richmond through midfield, pinballs and rolls off. Firepower versus frustration. Richmond flies in the final third. As you've already seen today, they are very efficient, scoring 2nd in the league in scores. Now 15 goals on the season, a goal differential of 3. On the other side, nothing doing on the end of the pitch for Greenville. The Triumph have only scored 5 times this season. They've allowed 8 goals. Sneddon takes this all the way on the back. Floated long over the top, looking for the delivery. This one, a header taken at it. Darwin Espinal controls through traffic. He's got it, the former Maryland Bobcat. Long strike of the ball and covered well down inside of the 6-yard box for the Triumph. Great look from the Triumph. Rankenberg falls onto the ball immediately. Keeper saw that coming from 100 miles away. Back underway as Sneddon will now work. Great look at the fired up fans. A wonderful turnout on a beautiful day for the Kickers. Look at all the Terzaghi kits. Love it. 17th minute winding. Greenville nearly creates some danger, driving down onto the ball. Floated away and controlled in midfield by the Triumph. Around Emiliano. Back over the penalty arc, playing some keep away. Rankenberg chips it away from Emiliano as well. Terzaghi pursues momentarily and returned to the keeper of the Triumph. The club out of South Carolina trailing early and taking their time moving this down the touchline. Struck to the end of the midfield circle, and Kirkland hammers this all the way back to Sneddon, who will control. Floated long. Aerial duel won by the Richmond Kickers. Terzaghi, it's a foot race. Espinal wants it and can't get there in time. Taken away and floated down the field. Reset coming, but the Greenville Triumph win it away in the air. Down to the penalty arc, backdoor delivery, chipped away by the Kickers. They'll have to reset. Tried to fire the shot, it's heeled backwards by Richmond. Floated, vacant space out front, Triumph. Long delivery down to the wing. From the edge of it, looking for the bend of the back door. Helmeted, this one loose in the 6, and Sneddon falls onto the ball. Great save by the keeper of the Richmond Kickers. Another look. A wonderful heads-up play on the very end of the pitch. Take a look at the bend. Great feet inside. Helmeted that nearly perfectly. Bodies in front, though, and Sneddon saw it coming as well. Didn't have too much scoring authority, but either way, a good look. That's exactly what Greenville needs in that last third of the pitch to get their scoring up and running. Taken by Pollock, the left back out of the air. He'll reset us. Triumph, one of their first quality scoring chances of the match, coming moments ago late in the 18th minute. Richmond leading 1-0 at home from City Stadium. Glad you're with us in the River City. Then across, long strike down the touchline. Triumph will go backwards. Didn't like the look. Brandon, the center back, through midfield. Delivered long. Connor Evans had that beautiful feed a moment ago. This time he'll misfire. And it's taken a run on. Here we go. The kickers are going to hit the brakes and try for a different look. Nearly stolen away. Look at the footwork. Touches that across. Now the feed down to the edge of the wing. Maximiliano has it. Looking for a bend inside. Steps around one defender, and this is lost. Taken back up by the kickers. He'll go backwards in the 20th minute. Return and sent long, where it's intercepted by Greenville, who will bury this into midfield. Great clear of the ball by the Triumph. They're looking to hustle and make a play out of this. Really sent off intentionally by the kickers. Tied up, fighting for the ball, sent out front. Out to the penalty arc, Triumph, long strike, and this one is out of play and into the crowd where a young fan will get it. The USL. You see a lot of great shots like this in USL League One play. Look at that roll. It just skeeters across the grass right to the penalty arc. Hammers that. It's got too much on it, though. And so we'll play on. The Triumph will return to the defensive end. The USL on the CBS Sports Network kicks off May with a matchup of NorCal rivals Oakland Roots SC take on Sacramento Republic FC. May 4th, 7 p.m. Eastern, all on the CBS Sports Network. Hope you'll join us. That'll be a wonderful broadcast. Such good coverage on CBS, and so thankful for the partnership between the league and the broadcast networks. 21st minute is rolling, and so are the fans. My goodness, welcome to the River City. Having a lot of fun in this sunshiny, it feels like summertime afternoon. A set piece coming. And a prime scoring chance of the club that's already out in front. It's Schenfeld, the man out of Chile, who will go and deliver. Came to Richmond from Harrisburg Heat. The 22nd minute has arrived. Here's the bend over the top. The Red Club can't get a helmet onto it. It's sent off intentionally by GTSC. Great defensive effort. Getting in front of the ball, cutting that off, and delivering it back over the end line. Schenfeld will go again from the corner. And his club loves him. The Red Army. Virginia is for kickers lovers. Look at the signage. Cheering him on. 6-yard boxes loaded up. The delivery. Bent, struck long, aired out. This one hammered, loose out front. Espinal misfires. Greenville Triumph, a bit of good luck. They needed that. Triumph on the run. They could turn this into something, but it's taken away. Sent back by the kickers. An aerial duel. Helmeted down towards the 18-yard box. Returned by Connor Evans, the right midfielder. Got a hold of it again, only momentarily. Triumph. Nice strike of the ball. He's got a lot of room and space. Marsh steps around a defender, loose out front. Espinal lets it go. Stopping because of the official and bent to the back door. Triumph, too much sauce as that one sails. He was looking for Tyler Pollock, the left back, and the 32-year-old couldn't get to it in time. Coach is calm as can be, seated, unbothered. I wish I was that unbothered. He looks like he's having a great time. 23rd minute, 1-0. Richmond Kickers, USL League One action. This is a really good mid-table shuffle. If you're just joining us, this match is going to swing momentum in the playoff race. A victory for the Greenville Triumph pushes them back into the top 5 and erases what has been a somewhat disappointing start to the season for Greenville. Obviously, they're right in it. a win for Richmond. For the night, they're number 2 in the league. And obviously very, very productive in the last third of the pitch where they have been lighting it up. They entered tonight as the 2nd team in the league in scoring, and they've already scored a 15th goal this year. Last time out scored 4. Darwin Espinal had a brace. 24th minute, Evans throws in quickly. Gathered and rolled backwards by Leonardo Castro. Trying to go on the attack, and Richmond flips it. Midfield, Terzaghi. Great bend of the ball. It's a foot race down deep in the wing. Richmond and Greenville down to the end line, battling for possession. Pollock trying to get it away. Kickers, the red kits floated to the edge of the wing down the touchline. Down inside, Kickers looking for help. Greenville breaks it up. Pollock trying to send this off. The wily veteran is able to force this over the touchline, but the ball will stay with Richmond. We're going to take a look at the injury report. None reported for Richmond. Some season-ending injuries for Greenville. Tomas lost, and that's been huge. Serious performers lost. This one bent, sent long. Goodbye. Almost up into row B. So midway through our 25th, Greenville will throw in. It's Evans on his own backside. Connor Evans, a Stanford student until he transferred to Portland to finish his career collegiately. Played in the NCAA before coming and joining the Greenville Triumph. This is his first season in USL League One as a professional. Kickers on the back. Taking their time, the red kits. The home club tonight, and you can tell they're enjoying it. Clifford. Long feed collected by the keeper. That one pinballed down the pitch into the gloves of the waiting Gunther Rankenberg. 3rd season with the club. Played in USL 2, 73% save percentage at Georgia State and College. He's originally from Marietta, Georgia. Midway through the 26th, we get the whistle as there's a collision down on the touchline. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish-language sports network. Rhode Island FC debuts their brand new stadium as they host San Antonio FC on May 3rd at 4:30 Eastern. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Triumph roll this into the wing. This is off. Down near the corner, couldn't regather as the 27th minute has arrived between these two sides. This one started really hot, a lot of flying around and attacking, and now it feels like Greenville starting to have their way. The match is feeling awkwardly paced. We're moving a little more slowly. Richmond no longer getting run on kicks or moving the ball down the pitch. Greenville controlling in midfield. This is exactly what they like to do. Frustrate the opponent, slow things down, draw them way out of position into areas they like. Richmond knows that very well, though. Coach told me, talked to him this week on the phone, and Coach Schlonsky said, hey, listen, they're going to try to get us out of position. They're going to try to get us into situations that are uncomfortable, into areas we don't like. Coach knows that, and you can see the intensity on his face. Every single minute of this match, he's going to be watching the positioning of his guys. On the flip side, Rick Wright is just waiting patiently. He knows if he's patient enough, these guys will come out of position. 28th minute rolling. Richmond Kickers to throw in. Well delivered in the wing down along the touchline. Jostled and sent off immediately from Kirkland. Well, Dwyer doesn't like it. They'll play on. Throw in coming for the Triumph. To be delivered by Pollock. 7th season with Greenville Triumph. Pinballs around, run down on the edge of the 18-yard box, and immediately the call from our referee who will show him a card. Perhaps not. He puts it back. It is paint for the kick. No card there. We've entered the 29th minute. Another look at the collision. Runs him down. It's Terzaghi who comes over the top of. Official pulls the paint, and it's going to be a great spot for the Richmond Kickers to deliver. Maximiliano, the left back, wealth of experience, Central Valley Tucson, hailing from Chile. He's the one who will deliver. Standing by and waiting for the signal midway through the 29th. Richmond Kickers leading 1-0, looking to extend. Maximiliano steps, strikes, a laser shot down to the edge of the 6, regathered and fired over the top. He couldn't put it home. A good look. No surprise to see it from this man. Here's a look at the delivery. 3-time USL League One MVP Emiliano Terzaghi hammered that just a bit too much as it sails long and over the top. Remains 1-0 as we've entered the 30th minute. Nearly a half of an hour played between these two sides. Ball pinballs around up in row G before it'll be thrown in. Connor Evans, the right midfielder, to deliver. Floated into the wing. Greenville has got a lot of space and time. They're set up very well. Haven't seen a lot of this shape out of them. They'll return to midfield before delivering a long feed that's lost inside of the area. And our keeper comes way out. James Sneddon, the goalkeeper, onto the ball. He's played every single minute this season for the Richmond Kickers. They're off to a great start. Richmond, especially efficient at home at 2-1-1. That's also their form in their last 5. Kickers, Maximiliano bends to the back door, headed to the keeper, and Rankenberg will gather. Momentary opportunity for Richmond is broken up quickly by Greenville. Triumph, blown tire. Great strike of the ball out to the midfield circle. GTSC delivers across. A little bit of steam as they take their time, picking their way down to the end line. Greenville's got a lot of space. Rolled through the 6 back door. Bang! Deflected away, trying to clean it up. He'll rustle the twine. Deadlocked. A goal apiece as Connor Evans scores. The Portland product in his first season with the club gets his first goal for the Greenville Triumph. What a score. Greenville did exactly what they wanted to do to score their 6th goal of the season. Look at that, rolls all the way through the 6. What a save by Sneddon. Sells out, side of the body, gets it away, but it's not enough. He doesn't get any help after he makes the save. Someone needed to clean that up for him. The ball is loose, rebounded, hammered, buried. Great score by the Triumph. Really nice goal out in front for GTSC. That's beautiful.
Greenville goal scored in the 31st minute.
So we're deadlocked at a goal apiece. And the rivalry matchup just got a lot more fun between these two sides. Buckle your seatbelt. This is going to be a fun one. Barn burner in full effect from the River City on ESPN. Kickers roll this backwards down to the right end.